me from dating, auditioning, and God knows what else. I volunteered for this arts education program where I read screenplays for 10-year-olds who were mentored by professional writers, and then these professional actors come in. I first heard about it like on Entertainment Tonight when like Tate Donovan and Campbell Scott were reading scripts and kids were laughing around them. And what a great opportunity for those underprivileged kids, and what a wonderful way for an actor like me to give back. That's what I thought. There I was on the school stage, sitting in a school chair with about 8 other actors waiting for these writers to give up scripts to perform. One by one, these kids would walk up to the stage to cast their little movie. And one by one, they walked past me and made a beeline for the same 2 to 3 actors who were apparently quasi-celebrities I'd never heard of, I guess from the CW or ABC family. But what I remember most about the experience is remaining in my elementary school chair for the next 2.5 hours, feeling invisible, less than, and rejected. Just like I do in my acting career. I didn't show up for this, so I never looked to volunteer there again. Luckily, I met Jia Jiang, an entrepreneur who, while licking his wounds from a business deal that had gone bad, decided to reframe his relationship with rejection by setting himself up to be rejected every single day for 100 days. Yeah. He did things like borrow $100 from a stranger, ask to play soccer on someone's backyard, like a total stranger. Now, the story that made me a believer was the Krispy Kreme story. So on the 3rd day of his rejection challenge, well, it's called rejection therapy. Anyway, on the 3rd day of his challenge, he decided to go to Krispy Kreme to be rejected that day. So he goes into the donut shop and asks for a box of specialized donuts. So the cashier calls the manager over, Jackie, and she asks, what kind of specialized donuts? And Jia says, in the shape of the Olympic rings. Jackie asks, when do you need them by? Now, Jia's goal is to be rejected every day. So he says, in 15 minutes. Jackie starts trying to figure things out, not sure she can deliver, but she tells Jia, let me see what I can do. Can't read this page anymore. Jackie's in the back, she Googles the Olympic rings, and in 15 minutes she comes out with a box of donuts. Wow. 3 whole ones on the top, 2 half ones underneath, with black frosting, red frosting, blue frosting, yellow frosting. Oh my God, I get goosebumps. Jia was amazed. And when he asked her, okay, how much do I owe you? She says, it's on me. Wow. That was my pleasure. Ended up in the news in Texas. So after 100 days of rejection, he said that he now had a love relationship with rejection. What? So, when he offered a beta group to try his rejection gym, I had to do it. Rejection gym was 30 days, okay? In that time, I asked someone, among many other things, to buy me a bagel, if I could take a nap in a mattress store. I asked to test drive a Rolls Royce. And I had to ask if I could sing the Star Spangled Banner to someone on the street. And when we had to make up our own rejection, I asked not 1, not 2, but 7 different people if they would hold my hand for 1 full minute. One guy held my hand as we crossed the street, another guy held it for 12 minutes. Yes! I think I conquered this rejection thing. So when my friend Danny, who tells me, hey, I'm the super mentor of this organization that helps kids write screenplays and I need a volunteer, I had to stop myself from asking, isn't that the event where celebrities show up and nobodies like me get to be invisible seat warmers for 2.5 hours? But I just held it back because I thought, no, wait a minute, this is a perfect opportunity for me to work out my whole rejection issue. So I said yes. Celebrities, there's no celebrities. I'm going to be just fine. So, I get there. Hair and makeup done, dressed nice and casual, and lo and behold, not a celebrity in sight that I know of. It's going to be a good day. The kids arrive, the mentors roll out the red carpet for them, literally, which is so cute. They stroll out, they introduce themselves, and give the log line of the movie. We cheer and holler. number 1 happens. Danny says it's time for auditions. What? I don't remember auditions the first time. What, are you kidding me? What? When it's my turn, I do everything I possibly can. I do too much. I do these crazy characters for my one-person show. I probably did a dance with like double-jointed fingers and probably a cartwheel. Anything I can do to fill those 30 seconds to make those kids love me enough to make me a star in their movie. So the rest of what happened I can't really describe. It's not really worth describing. So I will just read to you a passage from my journal the morning after the event. I'm suicidal because I fucking go volunteer for underprivileged kids and they don't even cast me. They kept giving the leading role to the pretty Asian girl who shoots guns. At least that's what she said in her audition. I feel like such a loser. Not because she got the lead role in 6 of the 8 plays, but because I felt rejected every time a kid didn't give me a script. Again and again! I even second-guessed my audition. I wanted to go home. Are you kidding me? I'm taking this that seriously? That personally? Yes, I am. I can't even hide the truth from myself. Even the kids know I have no talent. Through them, the universe is telling me I am in the wrong business. I should have done this 20 years ago. I could have saved so much time. I feel so stupid. I didn't even make contact with the last 2 kid writers when they walked by. I wasn't going to beg them for a role with my eyes. Either they wanted me or not. Then the leader came up to us and said, if you don't have a role, be sure to be scenery in the other plays. What? I want to sit there and sulk. I want to sit there and hate those kids for the next hour and a half and only get up when I had to play the role of girl and chimp number 1. I took consolation in the fact that I was chimp number 1, not 2, because I must have more lines in it, right? No. Then when I was scenery, an actor elbowed me in the cheekbone when he was playing the window. I so wish there had been a celebrity. Then it would have been so much easier to rationalize this pain, and they would have shielded me from the truth. I didn't give a rat's ass about those kids. I wanted them dead. I wasn't there to give, I was there to get. I was there to get applause, to get love and approval. Why? Because the real rejection I'm so afraid of doesn't really come from outside of myself. It's like one of those horror movies where the victim gets a call from the chief detective that says the killer is calling from inside the house. And I've been defining myself by things that either happen or don't happen outside of myself. And it's too painful and too crazy making. One of my favorite movies, Groundhog Day. If you don't know it, Bill Murray lives the same goddamn day over and over and over until he learns the lesson. And one of the last lines that he says is he turns over to Andy McDowell, when he's been trying to court and land for however long he's been reliving the same day, turns to her and says, what can I do for you today? I want to live by that. And this other quote by Robert Louis Stevenson, who I don't know who he is. Don't judge a day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds you plant. Which coincides with Jia's constant reminder when we were doing the rejection gym. He said, don't measure your success by how many yeses or no's that you get, but by how many times you showed up and risked rejection. Everybody, enough is enough!